feel good today. It is Friday, September 15th, 2023. I am the coach. This is your daily sports betting brand of record. We call it the Early Edge. All the odds presented by our good friends, our partners from the king of all sports books, BetMGM. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting. And it is not close. And Fridays are fun here. If you're brand new to this brand, welcome. We want everybody coming off a really good night at the brand collectively. 8-4. Your boy, once again, I told you yesterday, all my reasons played out. 2-0. And then last night, if you watched Primetime Early Edge, we told you to buy the Eagles down to 5.5. And if you did that, you cashed another ticket, just like we told you to do. Now, we could be happy about an 8-4 day. We could pat ourselves on the back, but that's not what we do. What do I do? Well, I pick up the phone, and I call three of my absolute very best. They always answer because today is special. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, presented by BetMGM, to the one, to the only Big Pick Energy Friday.
Woo! Let's go!
Oh! Whoa, we got a lot to unpack here. Sniper's ready. Counselor, I'll get back to you. But as you know, we got to start every single Friday with all due respect to everybody else to open the floor to the man that named this show. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the one. He is the only. He is Chip Patterson. Good morning, Chip.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Counselor. Good morning, Sniper. Good morning, Snake. Good morning, Early Edge fam. So fired up to be back with you because I got to look at you. Look at your eyes, huh? Follow me here. Wake up because we got college football coming up on Friday night. There was some craziness going on Thursday night. I know y'all were all about the Eagles and the Vikes, but did y'all see the Naval Academy messing around with Memphis? Adjust your power ratings both ways. We're always adjusting big time in the early season. Fired up to break it down with you.
God, I love you so much. 28-24, by the way, was the final in that game. Memphis wins by 4. Now, Sniper, I'll get to you in a second, but I have a little bit of an issue because as we were dancing, everybody's doing their thing. Everybody's feeling it. Sia, were you yawning? Was that a yawn?
I got to tell you, I needed that chip me up because I got to apologize to everybody. I'm a little tired. I'm not 100%. And again, apologies. I was in the club really late last night. I got maybe 2 to 3 hours of sleep, maybe 1 to 2 hours. I'm not really sure. I'm not 100%. I mean, do I have picks? Yes. Are they great picks? Obviously. But me and Jay Sizzle, a.k.a. Jamie Foxx, we were hanging out pretty much all night. We had a really good time, talked about a lot of stuff that I'm not at liberty to talk to you all about. But once you get in the club, I'm sure he'll tell you the same things he told me. It was a wild night. I can't wait for more wild nights in the club. Can't wait.
Wow. You are a savage. But congratulations. That was our 15 seconds from the counselor. He got in the club last night. TJ Hawkinson scoring the first touchdown of the game. If you cashed it, what was it, plus 1,700?
It was plus 1,700. Some got it at plus 1,800, as I found out after I tweeted it out.
Wow.
Let's
and
go.
By the way, you just branded something on the show. What did you say? The chip what?
Chip me up.
Chip me up.
The chip.
He gave me. I was tired, and now I'm kind of alert because of the chip me up.
Oh my God, I absolutely love it. All right, we have no more time to waste. Let's get into it. Marquee matchups today, and yesterday you all were complaining because we didn't do this. So today we're bringing it back. Pick the prop. It's a busy day in baseball. So here are the top 5 according to our model at SportsLine. If you're a SportsLine member, you already knew that. Matt Olson plus 250. The man's going over 50 this year. Aaron Judge. Yes, they're still playing. Yordan Alvarez plus 300. Peter Alonso. Mets are playing a little inspired. Thank you for the cash yesterday, Peter. And Jose Ramirez of the Guardians as they welcome the red-hot Texas Rangers. Sniper, I got to come to you first, big boy. First of all, good morning. Second of all, where are we going?
Yeah, I want to say my feelings are hurt because the other two guys got introductions and I didn't get to say anything, but whatever. I guess I'll get over it. In honor of my boy Buckets, who is not here to roll his, 25-sided dice or whatever it is, I'm going to go off the board, although it is not Mr. Jorge Soler.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Corey Seager. Rangers in Pittsburgh. They are on a heater right now, inexplicably. If you would have talked about this a week ago, I would have said no way because they looked cooked. But Corey Seager in his last 5 games is 11 for 22 with 5 doubles and 2 home runs. He has 31 home runs in 103 games this year. His career high is 33 home runs, and that was in 151 games. He's having an unbelievable power season facing Lucas Giolito. Last time they faced each other, Seager hit a home run. I like it to happen again tonight. Seager's at plus 265.
I love Seager. Last night, as I was preparing for primetime early edge, I sit right here at this desk. I got the TV to my left. I got my everything on. I didn't even have a chance to look up, and he had already gone yard in the first inning last night. I would love for that to happen tonight. Once again, he helped me to cash my Rangers plus 1.5 last night. All right, Chip, I'm coming to you, big boy. Where are we going today?
Oh, we are going to go with Yordan Alvarez because we are going up against Zach Greinke, and that old man stinks this year. 25 home runs given up in 23 starts, and he's going to give up another one to Alvarez.
I'm a Kansas City Royals fan. I cannot believe this man is still in the big leagues. I cannot believe this man is still in the big leagues. I love Zach Greinke. He was great for us multiple times in his career. And apparently his connection, because he was out so late at the club, he didn't double check the Wi-Fi. Nice job, Chancellor.
I wanted to point out, I said in Pittsburgh on Seager. I meant in Cleveland. I'm sorry about that. The Rangers are in Cleveland against Lucas Giolito and the Guardians. My bad.
Pretty much the same city, Cleveland and Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
everybody gets mixed up.
They're close.
3 hours apart. All right, now I do want to address something else because I got some nastiness yesterday. Not a lot, maybe 1 or 2, but people were complaining about the SportsLine code. Code, it doesn't work. Coach doesn't work. I go, did you hit the 3-month thing? And they said, oh, wait, no, we didn't. Before you complain about BetMGM and that the code's not working, make sure you're doing it all correctly before you go to Twitter and complain to us. So, new BetMGM, and I've gotten a ton of positive tweets, a ton, because we're putting $200. That's how we want to start, just giving you money. All you got to do is sign up, and you bet $10. It doesn't matter if you win. It doesn't matter if you lose. It just matters that you play $10 at least. That goes in. Use that promo code EDGE200. Make sure it's EDGE200, not Coach 200, Edge 200. The good folks at BetMGM, we're going to be working with them constantly, changing up things all the time, but we're so excited that they are here with us every single day. Now, my boys are busy, not just here on Big Pick Energy Friday, but all over the place. But the busiest place? Here.
Well, you need your sports news anywhere?
We've got breaking news to bring you.
Then get your sports anytime you want them. Big trade news overnight to discuss.
Because we know you need sports all the time.
A lot of movement in the rankings this week.
A legend adds to their legacy.
We're bringing you that breaking news right here on HQ.
CBS Sports HQ, anywhere, anytime, all the time.
Anywhere, anytime. I love that new promo. The only part is none of us are in it. I got to call the bosses. Let them know. Here is the schedule today. My man, the Sniper, all over things tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time. By the way, Mackenzie Brooks, she hosts our 1 p.m. show on Tuesdays to kind of explain how the bread is made. She is incredible. She'll be on with the Sniper tonight. Also, she will be anchoring this weekend, so excited to see her in the host chair this weekend on the Early Edge. Real quick, Maddie, what are you talking about tonight?
It's a live scoreboard, so we're reacting to a lot of the action. One of the main things will be the Rays and Orioles series because that AL East race looks like it's going down to the wire. It's really, the Orioles lead has really shrunk. One thing to watch is in order to have the tiebreaker to win the division, the Rays have to sweep this series. 4-game sweep is going to be incredibly difficult in Baltimore. That's the only way to get the tiebreaker, though.
Got to think about it. Layers to all of this kind of stuff, where they play, how they win, all that kind of stuff. Watch the primetime scoreboard with Sniper and Mackenzie tonight. Now, Chip, real quick, because there's no real good place to put it into the show, but maybe we should create a little section just called Coach Prime. Because yesterday, throughout the day, we're all working. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. We talked about it on the college football show on Wednesday. I encourage people to go back and watch it right now. It's live in your feed. But when a Colorado State coach tells the media that when he was taught as a young person to take his glasses off, look an adult in the eye, what is he doing, Chip? Please enlighten me.
He's trying to get as many people as possible to come watch this game at 10 p.m. Eastern time. I'll tell you what, I'm happy that the Rocky Mountain Showdown has a little bit of spice because Colorado and Colorado State is a rivalry that people get fired up for. I like Jay Norvell coming out and talking spicy. I like him poking the bear. And you know what? Colorado State has had 2 weeks to ruminate on this game. Remember, they got blasted by Washington State in week 1 and then had an entire week off to think about the ways they're going to try to attack this Colorado defense. Jay Norvell, former offensive coordinator, former wide receivers coach at the big-time level. And remember, when he was head coach at Nevada, he had a little Carson Strong. He had a little Romeo Doubs. He was able to light up that offense with the passing attack. So consider me curious about what he saw on tape that Colorado State might be able to exploit.
Brent said he was just telling the truth. Brent, you got to understand, in media and big-time sports, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do it. But I agree with Chip. It's getting a little spicy. And I don't care if you like Coach Prime or you don't. When was the last time that a week 3 anything, yes, Chip, meant anything, or we talked about it this much?
And let's go big picture here because the sanitization of college coaches is really taking a lot of the excitement and entertainment out of college sports.
Yes.
You used to have characters, right? You know, it was being outlandish. It was saying crazy things, and that fueled the rivalry that got everybody excited about games like this. So I am here for Coach Prime and everything that he brings from the entertainment factor to college football because it is a throwback truly to the time when a lot of us really fell in love with the sport.
Did it happen before Saban's stoicism kind of washed over everybody, or was everybody starting to emulate Saban? Was it kind of the Sabanization of the college football world?
I think more than anything, it was the money going up. The money went up, just
like too much more money. Now we've got to be all serious all the time.
Now we have to talk about every single press conference like it's an earnings call. You know, you're a CEO.
So once everybody in the early edge gets rich, we're going to be sitting here with our suits on and be straight laced.
No
anymore for big is what we're saying.
No.
I think there's plenty of room for successful people who are not sanitized, and we will occupy that room.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Well said.
We are never going to be that. That's why people love us so much. Sia, welcome back from your nap. How are you feeling, sir?
You know, that power nap, it was pretty excellent. I'm not going to lie to you. And it was needed, to be honest with you. I want to give everybody my full attention, and I needed 5 minutes to rest up a little bit. Here I am. I'm back.
It's all good. We were just talking about Coach Prime, and I would love your take on it because it's been all the rage, and it was a big part of our college football mega preview and more fuel on the fire yesterday from the Colorado State head coach. Do you like it or do you not like it?
Well, I like it. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, if we date back to the beginnings of Deion at Colorado, I think there's some things you can quibble with. But what I will say about college football is we're amongst this sort of realignment, this conference realignment, which I think I can safely say like nobody likes, right? It happened. I'm a Georgetown Hoyas fan. It happened in the Big East like 15 years ago when Syracuse left the Big East. And that was just so like I just couldn't believe that. And so now we're seeing this power shift and this money grab where we don't really necessarily have the rivalries 5 years from now that we have right now that we had 5 years ago. That's a really bad thing, in my opinion. So what college football needs right now is those primetime characters. And I don't want to cheapen it by saying characters, but some of this Deion Sanders stuff is really kind of capturing this country and the world. And I think that's really important amidst this conference realignment that I think nobody likes. So now we're not talking about conference realignment so much. We're talking about these games. We're talking about Colorado, and we're talking about one of the best football players and best athletes of our time. I kind of love it.
I love it. What do we say here on the show? Hashtag educate and what? Entertain. Man, I'm tired of being serious. Quit taking yourselves so seriously. Everybody.
It's sports.
Thank you. I know, but not here. Not us. Not us. We're like a beacon, like a shining light. All right. So we're coming off an 8-4 day. I'm going to add the Eagles because we gave really good content last night, on the Eagles to buy it down to 5.5. I'm counting that one. But I'm also looking, and I just heard the sniper talk about the Rays and what they need to do and if they want to win and all that stuff. So I'm coming to you first, big boy. Our first pick today on Big Pick Energy Friday is who?
Yeah, you're right. It's the Rays. I'm glad they got brought up. It's the Rays first 5 money line. Listen, I like the Orioles in general. I do think they're going to win the AL East, but I really like this matchup. It's Zach Eflin versus Jack Flaherty. And we know, and we've talked about it. By the way, this is minus 128 over at FanDuel. we know that Flaherty hasn't been good since coming over to the Orioles. Frankly, he wasn't good before coming over to the Orioles. And Eflin, while he hasn't been great, he's actually been decent over the last 30 days, over the last month or so. I mean, he's given up some hard contact, but he's getting through 5 or 6 innings pretty routinely, whereas Flaherty hasn't made it through 6 innings since August 3rd. I mean, that's what are we talking about? Like 6 weeks ago, essentially. He's giving up a ton of contact. He's not striking out batters. He's allowed 18 earned runs. Capture this. 18 earned runs over his last 16 and 2/3 innings. Now we've got this Tampa Bay. You that's amazing. Now we have this Tampa Rays team that's actually like kind of coming on and emerging. It's just a bad matchup for the Orioles. So I expect them to lose this one just overall, but I really like the Rays first 5 here at -128. The next one we're going to go to, and by the way, during the home run prop section, I probably would have gone with Corey Seager as well with the sniper, because it's Lucas G's Alito on the mound, and he has been so bad this entire season. I'm not sure what to expect from John Gray, but he has been pretty good, and the bats are starting to warm up for the Texas Rangers, kind of back to what we sort of saw in the beginning of the season. As far as Giolito, like I said, he's getting hit very hard. Last 38 in the 3rd innings. I know that's a huge sample size. It goes back to August 2nd. He's allowed 35 earned runs in his last 38 innings. Basically a run an inning. You've got this Texas team that's warming up, fighting for the division. Give me the Rangers first 5 money line, -135.
I will ask this with all the respect in the world. Do you want to do the work? I didn't think so. Speaking of work, our SportsLine team is always working. And look who's in the chat. Mackenzie Brooks, and she says, prop party at 11 a.m. with SportsLine model team. Bring your questions, 11 a.m. Eastern, so top of the hour. And it's a Prop Friday because at 4 p.m. Eastern today, we have our prop extravaganza with prop stars Uncle Dave and EC stepping in the big shoes of my man, Sia. There's only so many hours in the day, Sia. There's only so much you can do. All right, I'm going to save my 2 superstars for after our final break, so I'm going to go next. And yesterday I told you. And if you listen to me, I'm 4-0 in my last 4 Major League Baseball picks. My apologies. I'm going to go right back to the well again because the Mets are in a really, really good place. And when I think about them staying on task today, and I look at it today, who are they playing? I can't even remember because I lost my notes. Who are the Mets playing? Somebody help me out.
The Mets are playing. They're at home against the Reds.
Thank you. That's what it is. The Reds have not been hitting lately. Thank you, counselor. And the Mets have been. The last 2 days, they beat Zach Gallen and Mr. Kelly from the Arizona Diamondbacks. That's going to continue. I don't mind the juice. It's very, very low. I'm counting on the bats, not necessarily the pitching, but I love the Mets today with an assist from the counselor. Now, we're just stacking our accounts with baseball because my guys are laser focused, just like everybody at CBS, on what, Snake?
It's time. The best Transformers yet.
There you go.
Is now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is gonna be fun, man. Now let's talk to your manifestation.
Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Rated PG-13. Now streaming on Paramount Plus.
I got you there. You thought I was talking about college football. I was talking about Paramount Plus. Come join the party there, too. We have so many great content platforms for you. All right, I got 2 superstars left. 2 superstars left. And this man, boy, just kind of bullied his way. I don't like that word. Pushed his way into Big Pick Energy Friday, and he fits like a glove. Sniper, floor is yours.
I just had to throw that glove on there. Okay, this time we actually are going to go to Pittsburgh. That's why I accidentally said Pittsburgh earlier. I had Garrett Cole on my mind. The Yankees are in Pittsburgh facing the Pirates. Garrett Cole used to call PNC Park his home. He's familiar with the ballpark. This will be his 65th career start there. He's on a nice little run here with missing bats. I've got Cole over 6.5 strikeouts. There is a lot of juice on there. If you want to shop around and go a little higher, I saw 7.5 at plus money elsewhere, but this one's on at BetMGM, 6.5 strikeouts, -160. The Pirates are in the top 10 in strikeout percentage in the second half. They have not seen Garrett Cole this year. They have a lot of youngsters who probably haven't seen him at all. 34 strikeouts in his last 4 for Garrett Cole. That's 8.5 a game. 204 and 30 starts this season. That's over 6.5 per game that we need here. He looked great against the Brewers over the weekend. He was overshadowed a little because he was against Corbin Burns, who worked on a no-hitter, and the Yankees actually didn't even get a hit until extra innings in that game. But Cole was phenomenal. He's on his way to his first Cy Young, so I like the over 6.5 here. Again, if you want to go over 7.5 to get it at plus money, you can find that. Also, going to go back to Cleveland. Yes, Cleveland. And I'm going to pick the Rangers just to win. Money line, -125. It's time to ride the hot hand. The Rangers have been one of the most hot and cold teams throughout the season. Right now, they've won 6 in a row. They just won 4 in Toronto against the Blue Jays, who were hot going into the series, needed to win games to stay in the playoff picture. Instead, the Rangers completely just obliterated them, knocked them around the yard. It was an unbelievable series for the Rangers. They're averaging over 7.5 runs in their last 6 games. Corey Seager is out of his mind hot, as I mentioned earlier. Lucas Giolito on the mound for the Guardians. He's been awful since he got traded. And even before he got traded from the White Sox, he was mediocre. He was terrible for the Angels. He's been bad for 2 starts with the Guardians. The Rangers beat Lucas Giolito up last month when he pitched for the Angels. So I really love the Rangers here. If you want to know the Rangers pitcher, it's John Gray. His ERA on the road is over a run better at home. All things to a Rangers here.
So if you guys are paying attention, we love the first 5 in the Rangers game. We love the full game in the Rangers. Put those two together. I like those a lot. Now, Ryan in the chat, why do I have to scold you? Ryan scolded for me. You guys are getting so comfortable, and you know we're going to bring the great content. You're not doing your part. I need you to hit the like button every time you come into the show. Just hit that like button and then just start talking amongst yourselves like you do every single day. But I need you to pay attention because as I mentioned a few minutes ago, a lot of you are like, Coach, the code doesn't work. Here's what we're talking about. We need you to become a SportsLine member. We want you to do it right here, right now. I'm going to give you 60% off, but use the promo code COACH. You're going to have 3 options. Hit the one for 3 months. Then it works. 3 months. Then it works, 60% off. You get all my simulations. You get all my articles, all my cappers, everything for one very, very low price. This business is tough. Don't you want to have all the tools at your disposal? I would. Now, speaking of tools.
Oh, really fast if I could, Coach.
Oh, yeah, please.
I wanted to give you props. Yesterday, you played the Rangers at plus 105, and I didn't like it, and I think I kind of tried to talk people out of it, and they crushed the Blue Jays. So my virtual hat is off to you. Good job, man.
Thank you very much. I don't get that very often. Thank you. I don't get people saying, Coach, you did a good job. Thank you for helping.
Excuse me, Coach, but he has 100 hats behind him. He couldn't take the time to reach for one and actually.
It wasn't that important.
It's disrespectful.
He goes, oh, but it wasn't that important. It wasn't that important. But I see, I agree with you. I agree with you. All right. And you talk about a tool chest or a tool box or whatever you want to call it. Boy, they got a lot of good players. A lot of good players there in Colorado. And so leave it to my man Chip to have a theme, a state theme within his 2 picks today. My man's always thinking about storylines. Chip, bring us home.
We start on Friday night. And if you watched on Wednesday, which if you didn't, what are you even doing? Then yes, you know I'm already on Army against UTSA. I grabbed the points. Frank Harris is a little bit banged up. Make sure that you jump on that. But let's go more because as I mentioned, we're in Colorado. We are going to be jumping on Air Force, and we are laying this number. A very sneaky revenge angle for Air Force because the last 2 meetings against Utah State, they have been a favorite of more than a touchdown and lost outright in heartbreaking fashion. Utah State downgraded from where they have been in the last couple of years. They are a bottom half Mountain West team. Air Force is competing for a Mountain West title. I think this is a vengeful Falcons team that puts it on them and wins by 10 or more. Then moving on to Saturday, in addition to my Saturday card, you can get all of it by watching on Wednesday or on SportsLine. And it's going to be going over that total in Colorado State because I said it was a lean. And then I sniffed around and then I I heard some things, and yeah. Colorado's going to put 50 on the board. Shedeur Sanders is out here talking about, like, I don't know why you poked the bear like that. I don't know why, because Colorado is trying to make a statement every single time. They are going to be throwing deep into the game. They want Shedeur Sanders to get numbers. They want the Buffs to get points, and they will be able to get us 50 on their own, which takes us to Colorado State, which, as I mentioned earlier, Norvell, we've got ourselves a little bit of a air raid type coach. I think he can get us 2 touchdowns. We go over the total.
Is there anything more fun, Chip, than having this game at 10 o'clock Eastern on Saturday night? All the games are done, and we get to focus on this one and play the over. I can't think of anything more fun. Can you guys?
Well, and also Kansas and Nevada, and also Arizona and UTEP. We're still 3 screens, baby, all the way until about 2 a.m. because we got to tuck ourselves in with Rich Waltz and Aaron Taylor and Amanda Guerra the GOAT on the mothership. CBS Sports Network. The late night Mountain West action is just, it's a weighted blanket, baby.
I love this so much. I love this so much.
I'm awake.
So with all that being said, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here's the recap, courtesy of the Snake, who makes, can we please tell Snake how good he does? My goodness, he never gets the props that he deserves. Sniper, Garrett Cole over 6.5 Ks. Shop around a little bit. If you want to play 7.5, he doesn't mind that. Rangers on the money line, -125. See ya. Playing Rays first 5 against the Orioles. They've got to do work, and they know it. Rangers first 5. So put those two together. I love playing the first 5 and the full game. I think they roll over Cleveland today. Then Chip, we're staying in Colorado. Friday night Air Force -9. Then Saturday night, we're going over 60.5. And then if you're going to cash with the coach, can we make it, dare I say, 5 in a row? We're going to give it a shot with the Mets at home over the Reds. Low juice, -111. A reminder, Mackenzie Brooks in the chat. Prop show, same channel, 11 a.m. Eastern, so about 32 minutes from right now. Then also tomorrow. Wes, I see you in the chat. You wanted more college football? We got it. Whether it's our college football mega preview in your feed right now with Chip, EC, and AB, or Mackenzie will host tomorrow morning, and they tackle the top 5 games of the day. Any injuries, any line movement, anything like that, Mackenzie and the crew will have you covered this weekend. What a good show. What a good way to start your day. I want you to go out, be kind to one another, be nice to one another, bring everybody to the early edge because we want everyone to build this university up and this universe up. I just called ourselves a university. Yes, I did that. There's only one thing left to do, and I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these Big Pick Energy Friday tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, love them all. The counselor, Sniper, my man Chip, and the Snake, always behind the scenes on the 1s and the 2s. I am simply the coach, trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about right here at the early edge. Good luck.